Howdy gang, in today's relatively short but still very important video, I'm going to talk to you about how to prep your pool for an extended weekend with pool parties and a lot of swimmers. So what do you say we get to it? Okay, before we get any further, I want to thank you again for watching this video. Remind you to like this video if you do, subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already, and please share this channel with everyone you know who owns a pool. Okay, so I thought this would be a really appropriate time to post this video because this is the week leading up to the Labor Day weekend, which in America is a big deal, and it usually means if you have a pool, a lot of guests, and a lot of people in the pool. So that means there's going to be a great demand on the chemicals of your pool and just your whole system. So I thought it'd be a good idea to talk to you a little bit about the simple things you can do to prep your pool a couple days in advance so that it doesn't get trashed and end up a mess or a swamp or cloudy at the very least. So these are some things that you can do very simply to help prep your pool for an extended weekend of a lot of use, okay? First and foremost, number one, all right? Empty your pump and skimmer baskets. And if you have an inline leaf canister, if you have a pop-up system, empty that as well. That just allows for adequate flow with all your water and everything, okay? It allows suction to water to flow into your pool, okay? Remember, I'm talking about doing this 1 to 2 days before you actually have guests over. Don't try to do all this stuff the day of or you will stress out, especially when it comes to the chemicals. You don't want to be adding a bunch of chemicals right before people jump in the pool, okay? So the first thing again, empty your skimmer and pump baskets, okay? Number two, clean your filter. Now, if you have a sand filter, that means backwash it. Backwash it the day before or 2 days before. If it's a DE filter, and let's say it's been 3 or 4 weeks since you backwashed and recharged it, I would suggest you backwash and recharge your DE filter a day or two before your pool weekend or party, okay? All right, if you have a cartridge filter and it's been maybe less than 4 months since you've cleaned the cartridges, you should be fine. If it's been 8 months or longer, you might want to clean your cartridges. And the good news is, even though it's a kind of a pain, you probably wouldn't need to do it after the pool party. Once just beforehand should be sufficient, okay? All right, so that's the second thing you do. Third thing has to do, and this is kind of the last thing, that has to pertain to your chemistry, all right? You want to test and balance your chemistry, specifically your alkalinity and pH, and your chlorine. Now, with the chlorine, may I suggest that you raise the chlorine level to the high end of ideal, all right? The range between ideal is usually on the test strips, it's like 3 to 5, okay? So if you bring it up to the 5 or even a 6, you should be fine. Unless you have really, really sensitive people with sensitive skin and sensitive eyes, then you might want to keep it in the ideal range, at the mid to low range. But usually I say keep your chlorine level a little bit high, so that way you can handle the demand that's going to be put on it when people dive in that pool, and body fluids, body oils, stuff gets in the pool. I mean, drinks and everything get in the pool, all right? So again, when you add the chemicals, for sure, make sure you do that 1 to 2 days before the weekend or before you have people getting in the pool, so that it keeps it a little safer and the chemicals have a chance to disperse and distribute throughout the pool. And if you do those things, you will find that you're going to have a really nice weekend, and at the end of the weekend, when everyone's done swimming, your pool should have held up fairly well, okay? So those are 3 things that you can do to really help keep your pool ready for a big weekend of swimming, all right? I hope that made sense. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below this video, or if you'd like, you can email me directly, and my email address will come across the bottom of the screen as always. It is kennypoolschool@gmail.com. Once again, kennypoolschool@gmail.com. I want to thank you again for watching and remind you, especially on this weekend and anytime, please remember to have fun, be safe, and always, always, always watch those kids and elderly people and pets around water. And I will see you next time. Have a great Labor Day weekend.